Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have this Xiaomi Mi Max 2, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look. And this one is also having that massive screen that is 6.44 inch, and this unit is actually made in India in Andhra Pradesh, as you can see. And this comes with 4 gigabytes of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage, and we have it in black color. This is the original Mi Max that we have, so I'll also be comparing it with this one. So let's just quickly open this up, and regarding the pricing, I'll have the link for that one in the YouTube show notes. So this comes out, so we have a box within a box, and we have to open the seals. So let's open the box now, and this is in black color, as you can see, and it's a big device. And they have said that the bezels are thinner on this one compared to the original one, and this will be running on the Snapdragon 625 chipset. And the camera is supposed to be improved one. This is a 12 megapixel. The original one had a 16 megapixel, but this is supposed to be better in low lighting. It lets in a lot more light, as you can see. A little bit differences. I'll talk about that later. Let's see what else do we get in the box first. So a quick manual, and this one is having a USB Type-C port, and we have a hybrid solution that for the SIM card. It's a micro SIM and a nano SIM, and a micro SIM or a micro SD card. So that's how it is. SIM ejector tool, and some warranty information that we are getting for this one. And product, it says it has 1 year warranty, but for accessories like charger, etc., it's a 6-month warranty that we are getting. So let me keep this thing also to the side. And again, USB Type-C cable that we are getting. No headset, and this is the power brick. Let me actually see if we can see the rating for this one. It's a 2.5 ampere, and it's also having a 9 volt and a 12 volt. 12 volt at 1.5 and 9 volts at 2 amps. So definitely a fast charger. That's a nice thing, because this one is having a massive battery. It's having a 5300 milliamp hour battery. So let me keep these things to the side, and let's have a look at this handset itself. As you can see, it is really big. Let me zoom out a little bit to give you an idea. And on the top, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack. We also have the IR blaster. That's nice thing. That's what I like about Xiaomi devices. They have that. And power on off button, volume rocker, power on off button, and the back is entirely made up of metallic, and it's rounded here, as you can see. So it gives a nice grip to the device. And on the bottom, we have 2 openings, but I feel it says stereo output, so we have to check if both the sound comes out from both of them, because I checked the specs and it says stereo speakers. We have the USB Type-C port, and the SIM slot is over here. We also have the fingerprint scanner on the back. So in terms of looks from the back, as you can see, this one is having that 2 antenna bands. The older one, this does not. This is one design. And also the camera does not have any hump. This had the camera hump from the front. Actually, it's very similar. We will be booting this and have a look. But before we proceed, here is a word from our sponsor, that is Bank Bazaar. You know you can buy this phone online in the comfort of your home. Then why run around for your loans and credit cards? Download the Bank Bazaar app, fill in a few details, and get e-approval in 30 minutes. No paperwork, no tension. So what will you choose? Tension Hazar ya Bank Bazaar? So let's try to power this on, and let's have a look at the same. It gave me haptic feedback. And again, it's a massive device, guys, 6.44 inch. And this is supposed to have a bigger battery, 5300 milliamp hour, compared to the older one that had a 4850. And by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, here is a specs overview. The Xiaomi Mi Max 2 is powered by the Snapdragon 625 chipset, which is an octa-core processor. It has the Adreno 506 GPU. It has a massive 6.44 inch screen, which is a 1080p screen. It comes with 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 GB of internal storage. It has dual stereo speakers set up. Moving to the camera, it has a 12 megapixel rear facing camera with the Sony IMX386 sensor, and the The front-facing camera is a 5 megapixel one. It also has fingerprint scanner, USB Type-C port, and moving to the battery, it has a 5300 milliamp hour battery. So I've just finished setting up this device, and it comes with MIUI version 8. And again, if you have used any Xiaomi device, the interface is very familiar with typical Xiaomi apps like Mi Remote and stuff. Let's see the Android version and other things that we are getting on this one. And it already found an update, but let's just move ahead. And if we go to about the phone, as you can see, it has 4 gigabytes of RAM, and the processor is clocked at 2 gigahertz, and Android version is 7.1.1. So that's a nice thing. You're getting the latest version of Android. No good with this one. And we have 3 buttons at the bottom: back, home, and for multitasking. And out of that 64 GB of internal storage, we get 54.34 gigabytes. So regarding storage, it should not be an issue. Again, as you can see, typical Xiaomi interface that you're getting with this one. Display, brightness level, I'll adjust the brightness a little bit, and it has that auto brightness sensor, as you can see. So again, a big device. So we have the double tap to wake the screen option also. So it's running on the Snapdragon 625 chipset, so the general performance should be good. And as it is having that massive 5300 milliamp hour battery, I do feel that the battery life should be actually really good. Should easily last for about 2 days. That'll be an interesting thing to test. I was using the original Mi Max as a mini tablet sort of a device. In holding it, I would say this one feels it's slightly more comfortable to hold because of this rounded edges, so it counters to your hand so slightly. But again, I don't know, with this original one, for taking voice calls more than 6-7 minutes, it used to be a little bit uncomfortable. So definitely I'll be testing out this one and also be checking how is the battery life. Let's quickly also fire up the camera, because Xiaomi claims that they have a new 12 megapixel camera, which is actually having a Sony sensor. This is a 12 megapixel sensor, and it's a IMX386. So let's quickly fire. Again, as you can see, typical Xiaomi camera app, not a change there. And you have the tap to focus, so you can press that. Let me hit that. Takes the snaps quickly. Let's take this one and let's preview those. I'll also take some more sample shots around my office so that you can have a better idea regarding the camera performance. So here are some of the sample shots that I took around my office, and initial impressions, I have to say, yes, the camera seems to be a little bit better than the original Mi Max. But again, I have to test the camera a lot more. So guys, that's it for now for this quick unboxing and first look at this Mi Max 2. What do you think about this Mi Max 2? Do share your thoughts in the YouTube comment section below. And if you have any other specific questions around this device, do post your questions in the YouTube comment section below, and I'll try to include them in my other videos. And if you are still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.